24 minutes in the books out there at the peak in Oklahoma City. No Russell Westbrook, but Paul George is there, and he's got 17 in the first half. And the Thunder, looking for their 7th straight win, have a 59-45 lead over the 4-5 Houston Rockets, who have not been over 500 so far in the early going. It is the American Express halftime report. Ernie Johnson. Chuck's down there. What are you doing?
I'm taking a picture of the Suns got a lead. I haven't seen that often.
Wow, yeah. They're on top of the Celtics, 11-3 early.
I don't see that often, Ernie.
That is amazing.
That is. It won't last long, America.
Close to a double-digit lead. Kenny's here. So is Shaq. And we have the American Express teammates with no Russell Westbrook out there. Paul George and Steven Adams getting the job done. George, as we already mentioned, with a 17 in the first half. Steven Adams with 11. Got a couple of boards, a couple of dishes, hit 4 out of 6. And above all that, he is the subject of Shaquille O'Neal's first half pictures.
What I love about Steven Adams, he's the ultimate role player. Kenny, Chuck, you know this. He never complains.
I don't know this, too.
I've seen him post up a lot of times, never complain. He's going to set pick, whatever play you call, he's going to run it. But I like this right here. When you get a little man switching on you, Chuck, what do?
Kill that barbecue chicken.
Kill that barbecue.
Get this little guy off of me.
Take your time. You go to work, you pump fake, and you throw it down. Whenever you take care of the big dog, you let him eat. He will do stuff like this for you. Offensive rebound, he's going to do that anyway because he never complained. But I love his game right here. He's saying, oh.
Get this little guy off of me.
Hey, Barmy, take your time.
Barbecue chicken.
Boom, boom, fake, elbow him in the
get
chest.
him out the way.
The ref ain't going to call it. Shoulder jump hook. That's what I like. Real big man game right there.
That is some of the most enthusiastic Shaq tape breakdown I've ever seen.
Because, you know why? Because I like to see big guys play like big guys.
And you like to see big guys use some muscle and not get called for.
The elbow right there, boom, ref ain't going to call it. Jump hook him to death.
Hey, Chuckster, I know Harden's missed 3 games. Paul's missed a couple of games. Eric Gordon missed a couple of games. But still at 4-5, is that a surprise to you, the way the Rockets have come out of the gate?
Not a surprise. I mean, first of all, I think they'd be 6-3, a little bit different. But tonight is a perfect example why they missed Luke Mabute and Trevor Ariza. Because Trevor Ariza would make Paul George have to play defense on one end, and he can guard him on the other end. Those weaknesses are going to show. That's why I think the Rockets, who do it, Daryl Morris and Tad Brown, do a fantastic job. They got to make a trade. They're not going to beat the Warriors. They're not going to beat the Nuggets. I'm not sure they can beat OKC healthy if they're healthy. Losing your 2 best defenders, no team can overcome that, Ernie.
Melo, by the way, in the first half, 0 for 5. The Houston bench with 3 points, all coming from Gary Clark. They ranked 28th in the league in bench points, too.
He played for the Redskins, didn't he?
They trailed 59-45.
What did
you think of what you saw, Jet?
Hey, my man Ricky Sanders, Art Monk.
Well, I think I'm not going to run to the board.
Okay.
We're going to go on the screen in the second game. For sure. I'm letting everyone know.
And what does that
the only reason,
what does that tell us for this?
Because last week Chuck asked a question about what was the difference between coaching and criticism. To me, I'm looking at what is competition and continuity.
Oh.
Because
nice.
Wow. What happens is
water's getting deep over there.
I'm getting deep. But I just think about, if you look at Oklahoma City, there is competitive fire between Schroeder and Russell Westbrook. But there's a continuity, understanding, accepting his role. We talked about what Camelo has to do for Houston.
And seeing through a different lens.
And seeing it through a different lens and seeing life through a different lens. And so Schroeder could say, man, I was in the starter in Atlanta. I was on the verge of possibly being this great young player. Or I could come in here and accept what I'm doing and be part of the continuity. And then all of a sudden, I thought when he did that, then the rest of the team, he's able to get them at a pace that everyone is comfortable playing at. And it's honestly, I will give him a lot of the credit because the pace that they play at is very similar, even though he's not as good as Russell Westbrook. The continuity has been accepted, and he's still competitive. It doesn't mean he doesn't want to be on the floor, but he's competitive, and I think that's the difference of this 6-game winning streak. There's a healthy competition doing the continuity.
But
And he steps in and scores a season-high 28 in their last win when Westbrook was out.
I would venture to say he's the best backup point guard in the NBA.
He is a backup just because he started in Atlanta.
That's
He's the best in the NBA.
But I'm saying
you got to accept it.
But see, Ken, I think
Your analogy was close,
what
Kenny.
people don't understand is I look at players in two lenses. There's 5 guys who are superstars.
Correct.
Everybody else either a starter or a reserve. Dennis Schroeder is a good player. Like all NBA players are good players. But to me, he might be the best backup point guard in the NBA. He understands his
Over
role.
Terry Rozier or between them two?
That's
Right there.
That's right there, right there. And also, Sam Presti did a fabulous job. The kid Diallo from Kentucky can play, but the biggest pickup, in my opinion, is that kid Noel Nerlens. First of all, I don't know why some people name their damn kid Nerlens. That's just a crazy name. But that kid is a rebounding machine. He's unbelievable. Why don't you name your kid Nerlens?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
So do you have him as the best backup point guard or maybe the best?
Here, Terry Rozier.
I think that the difference is Rozier.
Who's the best?
Who's the best?
better?
Answer the question.
Who's the best backup point guard in the NBA? I'm putting it down.
Schroeder.
I'm going to go Rozier, only because he did it when the lights were bigger.
Yeah, but the problem,
Lights were bright
but
when
see,
he
the
did.
problem is, Kenny, I'm not sure Rozier knows he's a backup yet.
Exactly.
That's the difference. He
point,
still
Chuck.
think he's a starter because you know he reminds me of Reggie Jackson.
Chuck Skull for taking that picture of the Suns lead. Hey, you know what the score is now? 15-5, Phoenix with the lead over Boston.
You want to bet, Ernie? I'll give you the.
No, that's okay. I think I'm just good with the Georgia-Auburn bet this weekend. Thank you.
War Eagle.
The 500 mark tonight. Thunder lost their first 4, but have won their last 6. PG and company ready to go. Our Thursday night doubleheader starts at the Peak in OKC. Me intently watching the final 5 minutes of Bones on TNT before the NBA.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Thank you, Steve Carell.
The gift was just Corral.
I do know what that.
He doesn't know what a gift is.
The
Thinks it's a Christmas gift.
Rockets and Thunder called by Marv Albert, Chris Webber, and Roz Gold on Woody, and then the 8-2 Bucks meet the 10-1 Warriors. Kevin Harlan, Reggie Miller, and Kristen Ledlow have that one covered. Here in Atlanta, Studio J, TNT NBA tip-off presented by Auto Trader, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Charles Barkley. What do you?
Just came from the prom, huh?
It's sharp, man. You look sharp.
Yeah.
Black on black on black.
Keep them coming, Chuck.
I tell you what, boys, really black.
Oh, see, that's come on.
Yeah, keep them coming.
How you doing, Shaq? You doing all right?
So what they say your suit's at? J.C. Penney?
You
Yes.
said Jock.
Jock Panay?
Oh, Jack.
Yes.
Got yours coming too.
Wait.
They're coming. Relax.
Hey, man, first of all, you know what? I think
come in.
We had a conversation, us 3 guys.
Yeah, we did.
You can't be giving us gifts out of stuff you endorse. It doesn't come from the
First
heart.
of all, I don't endorse. It's Shaquille O'Neal suits. I'm not an endorser. Let's just get that.
But you can't give us stuff that you get for free.
I own the
Sure you
company.
can.
I own the company.
Sure he
What are you
can.
talking about?
No, you can give us stuff that you get for free.
This is my company.
But when
I
you
get-
only
no.
give us stuff that you get for free, that's when we question you.
First of all, I own.
You don't give us anything else.
Thank you.
There was no defense.
It's
There
not
was-
the fact that we don't like the stuff that
You gave last year. You gave us a Ring doorbell for Christmas.
And it's great, by the way.
But I had to take that out of my inventory.
No, you did.
Nothing is free.
How did we get on this
Inventory.
anyway? How
We're
did we
talking
get
about
on
his. He got a prom date later.
when we got the, well, still made no sense. The Rockets and the Thunder coming up, and our Auto Trader player comparison, comparing Carmelo Anthony to himself last year with the Thunder.
That's unfair.
78 games, he started them all, and he has started 2 games with the Houston Rockets, and you see the numbers so far. But okay,
about the same.
yeah, worth looking at. How's it working out in Houston now?
Well, you know, when I look at Camelo, I still think he's a very good player if he changes his lens of viewpoint. And what I mean by that is, I know that he said he's struggling with coming off the
It's
bench.
challenging.
It's a challenging. Instead of saying, you know what, his lens has to change and say, there's no second unit guy, if I got the ball 10 times, can stop me more than twice. in any team in the NBA. So then he's embracing what he is great at. But if you still think, man, I'm not a starter, and you're looking at it through that lens, it does affect the fact that there are no second unit guys that can guard Camelo Anthony on a consistent basis. I'm sorry. In any team, anywhere. So he's not the Camelo Anthony of the Denver Nuggets or maybe even not the New York Knicks, but there isn't a second unit guy that can guard him. Embrace that, because the way the Rockets play is too, guys, he's still getting the same amount of shots. So he could just embrace that many amount of shots because the Rockets play faster.
Kenneth, you're making a good point. You're just wrong.
Why can't he embrace being a second unit guy?
He has to embrace it.
That's what I just said.
No.
So we're right then.
But he refuses. Like last year when they says, hey, when you come off the bench, he just started. I said, no. Listen, my last year in Houston, I went to Coach Tom Janovich because I knew I couldn't play anymore. I said, Coach, I'll come off the bench. I'm going to give you everything I got coming off the bench. At some point as a player, you're not the same guy. Like Shaquille O'Neal is one of the 5 to 10 greatest players ever. In Orlando, no, not in Boston and Phoenix. That's as a great player, you have to change your mentality. You're not the same guy.
But
and listen, Carmelo's a great guy.
Listen, the unfortunate thing for Carmelo and Charles, me and you went through this. He's had such an illustrious career. That's how he's going to be judged, no matter what.
Yeah, but if you're still going to play, you just have to change your mindset.
Change the lens. That's what I'm saying.
He's not going to change his game. He's not going to change his mindset. His only problem is rhythm. Because he just like me and you, he's used to getting the ball every time down. The ball comes to him. Right now, coming off the bench, running up and down without getting the lane, he's never going to be able to find that shot. Not in rhythm. Every now and then he'll have a pretty big game, but like I said, the unfortunate thing is he's going to be judged for what he's done in the past.
I think guys
but Shaq, first of all great players are judged what they did in the past, but you have to live in the present. And right now he has to say, hey, you know what? This is James, Chris, Clint Capella. They're the top players. When they give me the ball, I'm going to make something happen. Like I might run up and down this court 10 times and only touch it 1 time. As a player, you have to accept that.
That's changing what, Shaq?
Changing the lens.
Changing the lens.
But until this time, he's never admitted that.
But he is still damn good up the second unit.
And shooting 48% off the bench.
Oh, yeah, listen, because guys can't guard him in the second unit.
Russell Westbrook not playing tonight for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've won 6 in a row. They're 5-2 when he plays. They're 1-2 when he doesn't. They will try to keep that winning streak going tonight against the Houston Rockets.
Come on, man.
You don't like that?
I do not like that at all. You like that? Won't you? I'll tell you what, if you want it, I'll get that outfit for you. You're like, hey, man, what did I tell you about going out in public without your damn shirt on? This dude, you got too much confidence, dude.
When did you talk to him at y'all?
When we went to Oklahoma City.
I had a meeting together.
No,
you did.
I'll go too.